I hear you calling me. Gee, it sounds so grand, friends. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Zach Bless.
Andrew.
We didn't think Windup New York could get any bigger.
But we were wrong.
Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to New York. It is Windup 2025, and what a difference a year makes.
I know, it's just continuing to grow. We're now at over 150 brands here exhibited, but that's what we need for the New York scene. We're hungry for watches.
The reason I am holding this in my hand is because Time+Tide is coming to New York,
Yes.
baby.
Yes.
Full time, 24/7. We have this cheeky card that says, if you don't want to line up for these brands anymore, you won't have to, because we're opening a Discovery Studio in Soho.
So we're gonna be right on 460 Broome Street, and many of the brands, not 150, but many of the brands that you will see inside of Windup, you will also find in the halls of our New York Discovery Studio. But enough about our studio. I want to talk about the watches.
Today, we're going to choose, Zach, our best dress watch, our best
Dive watch,
our best sports watch,
best complicated watch,
best pilot/field,
best
absolute
just
favorite.
absolute favorite.
Absolute favorite. So get in here. The way this works is that we choose a watch each, and then you vote in the comments below which one you would choose out of our two choices. There's also a value proposition under $1,000. We all like to save that money. Let's get inside. Windup 2025. The queue is here for a reason. You're about to find out. We're inside Windup 2025. Zach, what's the first category?
So the first category has got to be do it all. We want to do it all with one watch. Well, we're never just going to settle for one watch. But with these watches that we're about to show you, you probably could, because they're what I would call robust elegant. You can wear them when you're a bit more formal, or you can take them doing some more strenuous activity. But
Yeah.
let's go over to, well, you'll find out which brand in a second.
Exactly, let's go. As we walk through, you might notice some, semi-popular British brands like, what's his name again, Zach?
I think it's like Ward Schmistopher, or I don't know.
Christopher Ward is here. Look at the queue of people here. There's 3 deep on Ward. There's a reason we love this brand. My first choice for do-it-all watch is the Straum. And the funny thing here
Wonder where
is...
you got that idea.
Yeah, I know. See, this is going to be a retraction, because last year, Zach chose this watch as his do-it-all watch. And that obviously got into my brain, because not only do I have a Straum on my wrist today, but we also have this brand in our studios. Why do we love Straum, Zach? What is it about this combination of Grand Seiko level dial mastery, fantastic materials, dual finishings? We have a brushed and mirror polished grade 5 titanium in this piece. What is it about Straum that made you choose it, that planted in my brain, and then it kind of made me follow you, which I don't
think
like
you
to
kind of
do.
nailed it on the head, because everybody knows I'm a big Grand Seiko guy, so I love a nice, colorful, textured dial, which we have here with this Straum watch and many Straum watches, but it's also the build quality of the cases, and this titanium case is excellently finished for the price point, and of course with their bracelets, they have micro adjustment in their butterfly clasps, so there's a lot to like. But there's also a lot to like about another brand on this floor. So I think we should move on to my pick, because clearly I'm the leader, I'm the trendsetter. I'm bringing you guys over to Formex, because I just have to shout out, as a excellent do-it-all, it's my pick, the Essence Ceramica watch. This is a 41 millimeter COSC certified movement, black ceramic case, black ceramic bracelet, and it's the only, or the first, ceramic bracelet to include on-the-fly micro adjustment within its clasp. And this is all ceramic. So that's incredible that a brand like Formex, so young, can pull this off and do it. And now, there's a lot of nice dial colors. The first model they did was openwork. Not the biggest fan of openwork, but now they have solid dials in the collection. Most people would probably go for the white dial, but I'm Mr. Tony Stark, so I'm gonna have to go with the Gamma Ray red striated dial. It matches the classic perfectly. It matches, in terms of black ceramic, my darker wardrobe perfectly. So for me, it can do it all. It can absolutely do it all.
Zach, I'm going to give the audience a choice. If you feel that my Straum choice is just a little mundane, considering we covered it last year at Windup, I'm going to give you a second choice, which is a Formex, which is really playing into Zach's
You're gonna
hands
copy me
here.
again, eh?
Well, he was lingering around so much, frothing over the ceramic, that I had to do something, and I ended up looking at these Fiat watches in grade 5 titanium. These are brushed watches, much more stealthy, and there's one with a baby blue or Tiffany blue dial, and with what I'm wearing today, I put it on with this cool, like a NATO strap, but with magnets. Anyway, the bracelet is so cool, and I really couldn't decide between that and a khaki green and orange one. But then I ended up just thinking, Formex for under $1,000, very hard to beat. This is a punchy brand for under $1,000. Punchy brand for under $1,000, punchy brand. I'm already delirious. The next category, stay with us. By the way, vote below. Do you like Zach's Formex, or do you like my Straum, or do you like my Formex? I'm gonna get two. Next, dress watches, Zach.
Yeah, dress watches.
My choice is just behind us. Come with us and get some vibe on the way. My choice for a dress watch at Windup 2025 is not this watch. This is the watch you know this brand from. This is a brand called Ecce & Co. The founder is just behind us. 5 years old, this brand. This Miffy watch caught my attention. However, this is the winner. This is clearly the dress watch of Windup 2025. Zach has absolutely no chance in this category because we have a 6.5 millimeter thin watch with a Le Jouperet movement and a Venturine dial. Best of all, this stunning curved crystal. Exactly the same millimeter height of the Eco Neutra Rivanera, 6.5 millimeters only. It is just everything you need in a dress watch. 2,500, Zach. Come at me, brother. What have you got? Honestly, it's done.
Listen, I gotta give you credit. You've chosen well. Honestly, you beat me to it, but let's take this upstairs. Ooh, let's take this up. Go.
Spicy.
Go.
Okay, no. I gotta put the watch back.
That's true. The ads were just better for watches back in the day.
Yeah.
Slightly problematic, but better.
Yeah, exactly.
Take a picture with me.
Sure,
I
man,
see
sure.
online all the time.
What are you wearing? What is this?
Do you know what this is?
Oh my God. What year is that from?
Let me see. 2009, 10 maybe. This is the last Dynamic.
Yeah.
Dynamic 3 series based off of a race from Sicily.
I like it.
And very limited, so
Yeah.
what do you think?
The people know
Thank
their
you.
stuff.
Appreciate it.
Not at all.
So for my best dress watch of the fair, I have to go with this Awake Sunlight Fragments. But here's the thing, this watch isn't even out yet. It's not even out yet. So I need you to please explain to me, how does this dial, this beautiful magical array of mother of pearl come together?
This dial is made of mother of pearl fragment, just like you said. I mean, for the first time, we introduced a new technique, not only silver leaf, but now a new technique with mother of pearl. So the purpose is not to use a mother of pearl like a lot of brands already done, probably better. So we decided to smash the mother of pearl, to separate every single fragment depending on the light effect, the color, and so on. And every single one is placed by hand on the dial.
And then it's baked like 20 times. And
it's really long process. Yeah. And then you polish everything, you spray natural pigments in it to give a color, for example, green or blue. And then the layering process again, between 10 and 15 layers of lacquer.
And the result is ultimately yet another stunning Awake dial. Awake is a big fan favorite of Time+Tide. I know our creative director, Marcus, loves this brand as somebody who's always behind the camera.
He
He's always
bought one of
looking
them.
for
He
that
bought the
color.
green
Exactly.
dial.
He
Yeah.
bought the green dial.
The man who sees all the watches
Exactly.
bought an
So-
Awake, which means you should check them out.
I have to say, I don't have an Awake yet. This might have to be the first.
What's the price?
2,500 something, more or less.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Awake, check them out.
Le Jouperet movement, like this is natural proper.
Good movement. A dial that looks like it's embedded in there, but it's actually placed in by hand. An incredible achievement to add to yet another, like, the dials are the thing with Awake. Just trust us. Come and see
The
them.
real question again is between our two dress watch picks, which one would you choose? Let us know in the comments. Choose mine.
Are you kidding me? This is a snap for Ecce. See you in the comments. The best dive watch of Windup 2025, there's no question, it is this Jacques Bianchi watch. This brand was founded in 1982. They made watches off the bat for the Marine Nationale. These are hardcore tool watches, and this watch was made in collaboration with an Instagram account that I started following today. That's how legit this guy is. His name is Brock. He's standing here. He's a deep sea diver for the Navy. Deep Sea EDC is the name of this guy, and this watch is an absolute spec monster for diving. It is titanium, it's 300 meters, but there are a few little diving touches here that you just need to see. The bezel is super, super tightly sprung. Zach, try and turn it. Yeah.
It's crunchy, it's nice.
It's crunchy, it's hard, it's incredibly tightly sprung. Number two, there are two shades of superluminova. There's a shade on the indices and there's a shade on the pip that is a different tone, and the minute hand is a different tone, so that when you're properly in dark diving conditions, you can see the only two things that matter, which is when did you start the timer and how many minutes do I have left. So this watch is actually hardcore diver, priced at 2,000. How much is this watch again?
1,350.
1,350. The movement is SoProd movement. Thank you. I don't care about the details. I just know that this is a badass, proper tool dive watch. Zach, you should be terrified because I smashed you in this category. Thank you very much. I was going to
that I've seen it,
drop the watch and walk away, but I shouldn't do that.
Now that I've seen it, I think, yeah, it might be.
We got a ball game?
But you know what?
At least going to compete.
The dive brand I'm going to be looking at right now is rock solid. It's stable. It may not have the same excitement, but let's just go look at it. Come on. For a dive watch, I'm looking for something rock solid, something stable, but also something that meets my vibe. And this Oris
your vibe.
It meets my vibe.
Your
Oris
aura.
Diver's Date. It's a 39 millimeter case. Now I have to say it's a 200 meters water resistant, so not 1,000 like yours, but
I had 300. 300.
300.
You can give me 1,000 if you want.
Look, either way, none of us are going that deep. 200 is more than plenty. It's a nice slender case. It's got Oris's modified salute of movement, and that allows it to be just $2,800, despite being a established Swiss independent dive watch.
I'm not going to give you too many flowers because I did win, but that is a nice tone.
Yeah.
And I want to just give a shout out to a big, again, watch culture is something that we're here for in all of its forms. This is the Red Bar Oris edition that dropped, I think, 2 days ago. It's a second edition. I kind of love this fume burgundy tone. I have an Oris pointer date with a red dial from Fratello in bronze, so it's kind of my jam. I like it.
I have to confess, I was going to pick this, but because I picked the red dial Formex earlier, I figured I had to change it up. But I will say that this matte gray, it's a very versatile color.
Zach, until micro brands came along, Oris represented an unmatched value proposition, but then they came along. So that's my segue from Oris to value proposition watches. Let's get back in the main hall. Ladies and gentlemen, my value proposition is unbelievable. It is a watch called Selton. It is a CNC engraved mother of pearl dial with a moon phase indicator that is super minimal and beautiful. Jackie,
Pleasure to meet you, Andrew.
thank you.
Finally.
Thank you for making the watch that will win me this competition. Tell me about this watch, and just tell me quick.
Again, you covered most of it, except that it's natural black Tahitian mother of pearl. We picked Tahitian mother of pearl because of the iridescence, the best iridescence, and it has this CNC engraving that is just very eye-catching, along with the moon phase, a tantalum moon phase at that, and also a custom rotor with a Miyota movement, all for just $7.99 for this show.
That sounded like a steak knives advert on late night television, but I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this watch is not around. I put this on my wrist and I twisted the angle, and it reminded me that I ripped you off accidentally.
Not really, but you know, there's no ripping off. We don't have the patent for it. We, you know, more the merrier.
See, what happened was we launched the date night like 3 days after this one, and the whole world's like, oh, more mother of pearl marquetry and engraving and everything. But this is just beautiful. This hit me emotionally. I had no intention of putting this into my value proposition until I saw you. Yeah. I texted you straight after and said, holy shit, I'm still thinking about that watch. $800.
Go.
Thanks a lot, man. All right, go. I'm going to be completely sadistic and ask how you're feeling right now before you go to your dress watch. You look pretty disheartened.
Yeah, well, look, Jackie's a great buddy of mine. I was a big fan of the Jui when it came out, but
you're looking at me like I stole your girlfriend.
You kind of did, but at the end of the day, you know, it's better than a watch that just tells the time once.
Yeah.
How about one that tells it twice?
Mysterious.
Let's go. So here we have the latest version or variant of the Dennison Dual Time. But this Dual Time has a nice Bauhaus twist, and I've never really seen this with Dennison before, a bracelet, a nice mesh bracelet. But it's a beautiful contrast that we have this, onyx stone and then a red stone. Again, love the red to match the glasses, but who's more stylish than, 70s design and Emmanuel Geit's just beautiful mind for aesthetic. And it's also a fabulous price, but you would know the price.
$9.50 sneaks into the value proposition with $50 to spare. I'm gonna, I think you should buy me a beer with the 50 because that's pretty decent for a value proposition. Let's move on from value proposition to...
Let's go to the skies.
The skies. Pilots. Okay, pilot watches, one of those types of watches that just never goes away as a style. It's legible, it's big, it's recognizable across a room. It's got a certain robust toughness to it. Zach, are you ready for mine?
I'm ready.
Okay, this is a brand that is 99 years old. It has its 100th anniversary next year. It's a brand called Stowa, and I'm going to show you this right now. Look at this bizarre and wonderful reconstruction of a pilot watch. So we have pilot watch provenance, we have a PVD black case, these pops of baby blue. I think if you're going to wear a pilot watch and get that aesthetic, but want to change it up, want to kind of punk it a little bit, for under $1,000, you're getting pilot watch heritage with a very modern look. And you also have a little pop of blue with the date window. It's beautiful. What do you think?
I do like the color, and I do like the twist. It's a modern twist. It feels like the nightclub version of a pilot's watch.
I like that.
Yeah, like you're going to fly right into Bergheim.
So there you go. Stowa, pilot, under $1,000. I mean, it's sort of a new way to wear a pilot watch that the rest of them look the same.
Yeah, I think, look, I'm about to present a nice foil, because while yours feels very modern, dare I say chic,
Yep.
mine is irrefutably classic.
Okay.
And 60s inspired.
Well, I mean, you'll make your choice in the comments, but
my pick for the pilot is, this came out, I believe, in June or July, but it's the 415 ES Panda. It's a 60s inspired
I can
classic
feel you
monograph.
strafing me like from behind.
No, but the beauty of this watch is for just over 3,000 American dollars, you've got a nice classic Panda dial, 39 millimeter case, 100 meters water resistant, ceramic scratch resistant bezel.
Which is matte. I love that.
Yep, matte. 58-hour Sellita chronograph movement, but we've got a on-the-fly micro-adjustment class with fine adjustment up to 10 millimeters. And as a stickler for perfect fit, that is why I love this
I'm almost
Hanhart.
going to concede this category.
Might have to concede it to
I'm
me.
just like, I feel like I'm just going to lie down
Yeah.
and say I'm done. The reason Zach might have just brought home the bacon here is that Hanhart was worn by Steve McQueen way before there were payments for these things. There's a Bund version of the one with the coin edge bezel. What is it?
It was the 417 ES.
He's the man with the reference numbers. That's why he's number one.
And 'cause
Zach,
I own one.
That you do. As we walk through from one hall to another, you might be wondering, why are there huge Fears Underdog posters on the wall, Zach?
Well, because there is a Manhattan watch, or I guess
There was.
Because it's sold out so quickly. This whole room, though empty now, was filled with a snake queue of people waiting to purchase the watch.
To get the watch, you needed this cherry badge. I didn't actually use mine to get one, so I'm sorry about that. But the other thing is, this just shows to me that Windup is listening. Last year, it kind of ruined a part of the flow of the fair because the Underdog queue, for what was it last year?
All over
I can't even remember. What did they launch here last year? Anyway, whatever they launch has a queue for days. So they had this brilliant system of the queue coming out here with their booth just here. Should we go say hi to Rich?
Yeah, let's go say hi to Rich.
It's customary that we accost you at some point and annoy you with questions that need to be asked. What the hell happened? Why is there a huge billboard of your watches in the wall just there?
Good question. Mostly because I paid for it. That's the first thing.
Mystery solved.
Mystery solved. Not that cryptic. No. So we have launched the collaboration with Beers, our cocktail collection. So the Manhattan and the recently announced Mimosa.
The Mimosa is really cool. It's got these it's a different sort of dial construction, but you've got the sapphire on top. Tell me what's different about this. Why should we care about it? Another cocktail.
Good question. I've got some great demo models here, but effectively for the Mimosa, we've managed to CNC the sapphire on the dial itself. So what that means is it's actually textured. So it has this really cool liquid-like aesthetic. You kind of got to see it to experience it, so you guys are in the right place.
But this is how it happens. It's actually a CNC machined sapphire crystal. And when you put it on your eye like this, and I look through it, it looks exactly like I've had 6 mimosas. See? When I say your favorite watch of the fair, what does that mean to you?
The best of the best of the fair. The one watch you would take away if you could only leave with one.
That's it. For me, it's not the best of the best. It's the one that strangely moved me emotionally. Last year, that was the Rivenera. I just felt like I needed this watch. I feel a bit like that with the Selton Mother of Pearl CNC. But the one that has my heart is this extraordinary Beaubleu iteration. It has this super opaque, like beautifully translucent blue lacquer dial that has, as you twist it, you'll see a waffle pattern sort of emerge under the enamel. And that's because they engrave the base plate with this waffle pattern. So when the enamel powder goes on and it bakes down, it bakes into these little cracks a little bit. So you're just getting this beautiful little pattern on this translucent blue enamel. I'm wearing blue today, and I put this on with my jacket, and I was just like, I love it aesthetically. But then if you watch the big ring here, this circle is slowly and sort of very smoothly rotating around the dial, giving you this endless visual intrigue. So that's a lot of words. It was a word salad, but really, this hit me in the heart.
Listen, I'll put it in a more short way. It's got a beautiful blue dial, and it's so striking that you don't even necessarily notice the scallop case, which is a beautiful detail of the case.
I had never noticed
right?
that.
Because you're so taken aback by that dial. So
I never
listen,
noticed that.
the French really, really get design,
Yeah.
and that's why you have a beautiful watch like this one. So I get it. I get why you picked it.
And again, I think there are certain things that always get my attention. If you're a brand wanting to know how to become my favorite brand, it's doing that waffle pattern on the base plate, it's the enamel, it's then having a high polished ring that's notched on the inside, and then it's this very novel time-telling way. Look at this, Scotty. The hour hand at the moment is perfectly inside the minute hand ring, and then every minute the blue comes around and perfectly creates like a little teardrop, like a raindrop on water ripple. It's a stunning watch, and also love the way the Milanese is integrated right up into the case. It's beautiful, and guess what?
What?
It's $1,000. It's $1,000 US.
I think it's great, but I'm glad that that's your one, because we've often gone for the same wife at the same time.
We have.
In terms of watches.
Apart from Fiona, hopefully.
Apart from Fiona. Shout out to you. But as much as I think that's great, there's one that I really, really want to show you.
So do vote for your favorite when you hear Zach's, but hopefully that like election speech wasn't for nothing.
For my absolute favorite of the fair, it's going to be the SpaceOne Worldtimer. Because look, at the end of the day, the SpaceOne, just the standard jump hour, it has this very distinct sort of spaceship shape, but this watch really isn't any bigger. They managed to pack in this world time complication, this new display, and it's again done by the master Theo Offret. And because they have all this in-house sort of skill, this mastery over watchmaking, they're able to make a watch like this for just 2,700 Swiss francs.
This has a very simple, easy way to tell what time it is in many cities around the world. As the time goes on, you'll see this center disc moving over here. It's a 24-hour disc, which means that you can simply look at your city and then go up to the corresponding number on the disc, and that's the time in that city. So in one take, you're getting a whole lot of information in a really simple, elegant way. It's a very cool watch. And I do want to say one thing about the Tellurium. This watch has been a sensation for SpaceOne, and to me it sums up what they're doing almost more than anything else. As the time goes on, this is the sun, this is the earth, this is the moon. As this progresses around the dial, as time goes on, you will see the exact position of the moon corresponding to the sun. So when the moon is around on this side of the sun, it's a full moon. When it's on the other side of the earth, it's a crescent, or there is no moon. So you can see in a very simple visual way how our little part of the galaxy is operating as well as the time. And for like $3.5 grand, that's what SpaceOne is doing to sort of punk this industry. They're bringing this kind of high complication to a never before seen price. So SpaceOne kicking goals. Zach, it's a very good choice. Show me how it looks on you.
Looks fantastic, and as I always say, there's no such thing as a watch too wide for your arm, just too long for your wrist. And so this watch fits very well, much more surprising than you think, and that's why you have to check out things in the metal, come to fairs like Windup.
Our job is done. When I ask you to vote on which of our favorites you liked, I sort of don't feel as competitive because this is from the heart. I mean, my Beaubleu thing, we stock them in the shop. I've seen them. They haven't really touched me. They haven't moved me. That was just an impulsive, emotional thing. This has obviously hit something for you. So, but obviously all the other choices are mine. I have won every other category, but your votes will determine.
Look, it's all friendly vibes here, but I definitely won.
So there you have it. There are our picks from Windup 2025. We've come to Old Mate's Pub, an Aussie pub in New York City. Lots of beautiful women walking past. Just go. Oh, good. Pick your favorites below. Zach, 10 years of Windup.
10 years of Windup. Therefore, I think we need to go have 10 beers. Let us know your favorites in the comments below.
See you on the next one.